It was a warm Saturday morning when Karen, the self-appointed queen of the HOA, strutted up my driveway with her clipboard and sunglasses perched like a crown. Without so much as a hello, she launched into her offer. I should sell my lakefront cabin to her cousin for $200,000 because it was too old to meet HOA aesthetic standards, and blocking her family's chance to enjoy the lake. I nearly laughed. This cabin wasn't just a home. It was a restored 1890s lodge, outfitted with imported cedar beams, Italian stone fireplaces, and a private dock stretching into crystal-clear water. I told her flatly the cabin wasn't for sale at any price. That's when she leaned in and whispered, "The HOA can make things uncomfortable for you." I let her talk, nodding politely, while inside I was almost amused. She didn't know the lake she so proudly called our community treasure was actually part of my private estate purchased outright years ago. When I acquired over 3,000 acres of surrounding land for a conservation project, in fact, the HOA paid me an annual lease for the right to use the lake for their members-only boating and fishing. I'd just never advertised it. The next week, she started her harassment campaign, noise complaints, violation letters, about my dock, even a petty demand to repaint my shutters. I documented every single one, then called for an urgent HOA board meeting as their landlord. The shock on her face when I walked into the clubhouse with the original deed and lease agreement was priceless. I explained, very slowly, that the HOA was in breach of multiple terms, including harassment of a leaseholder, which could legally terminate their access to the lake entirely. The room went silent. Offered them a choice: drop all nonsense, issue a public apology, pay a $50,000 nuisance fee to my land management trust, or lose lake access forever. They agreed before the meeting ended. Karen's cousin never got the cabin. Karen herself had to sign the apology letter that went to every household in the neighborhood. I kept the cabin, of course, and the lake remains mine untouched. Pristine, and now blissfully HOA drama-free. Sometimes I see Karen on the shore, glaring across the water, knowing she'll never control it or me. And honestly, it's worth far more than the $200,000 she offered.